roll out again.
So this was. So this is 203, which is supposed to be here. Okay. This is bar 205. Bar yard 205. Well, we don't need a 205.
Out of sheer curiosity, some of these trains that are stuck on the Sanborn, are we just gonna leave them sit there, or are you try and clean them up a bit by like shoving them or something?
What trains? Where are you at?
I'm just looking at the map of the Sanborn sub between Mojave and Barstow. Just there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the line.
The red ones that are in the sidings are, with the exception of the 73, or excuse me, the exception of the 7427. Those are all Barstow bound trains, and there's no room for them. That was the issue this morning. Is whoever was dispatching over here ran them all in and gave everybody restrictions. So we just had train after train after train after train. So that's why those are in sidings.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Paulo was the one doing it.
Oh, jeez.
So the 7427 can go.
It can, but right now there's somebody lined into it, so that needs to be normal. And this Z North Bay Willow Springs 9 and the Z Stowe Wisp 8, they need to go by first. Actually, you need to wait on this Ex Modesto to Galva to get by it. It's just now between Silt and Boron because there's no place to meet a train. The next available place to meet a train is at this one.
What's the thing down at Edwards? That's just cars?
Somebody probably just spawned in there and they're getting ready to take control over it.
No, at Edwards, there's the train sitting to go back to Boron.
Oh, okay.
I was running that yesterday, and then we're going to bring that back to Boron, but then I see all the traffic stacked up. See, that's not going to happen.
User entered your channel.
Nope. Is that Greg?
That would be me.
Oh, no shit. How you been?
Been going good, man. How about you?
Better. Spending money.
Spending money.
Spending money. Unfortunately.
Supposed to be saving.
Huh. That ain't happening.
Too much like right.
Not with my mindset. Hit a paycheck and go, ooh, money.
Yeah. Look at it, say hey and bye.
I actually just got my text earlier today, and they were like, "You're only getting $100 back today, and the rest is going to be next week." I was so mad.
Hell no.
It's like I want it all now, though.
Right.
It's messed up. Come on. Boy.
Oh, I should look before I ask questions. It must have been flashing in and out when I saw it there.
Virtual.
So who was the one you guys said would flip a cow that they came on here seeing this craziness? Airedale, right?
Yeah, well,
He just drove the server.
he works hard in Barstow Yard, and I mean, we shouldn't be giving everybody restrictings and having trains backed up like that.
Yep. And shouldn't be like controlling one section if there's only one dispatcher on. Kevin.
Yeah, I know. It got away.
Let's say, what you doing down there, bud?
Getting power off so that somebody can put them over the hump yard. And also, I looked at my speed was almost 30 miles an hour. I'm like, oh, let's slow that down.
So LBE, LBJ both go down Linwood, correct?
Yeah.
Anything SCO goes down the Mojave. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No,
SCU?
the SCOs go to Long Beach too.
Oh,
OIG, I think, goes. Does OIG go over Mojave?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
It's Oakland. Oakland and Stockton.
Well, actually, that answers my question. Then I'll run an OIG stack train.
well, right now we're having a stuck up at the valley just because I got the one BNSF that's going to snake through, head down Linwood, and I have another BNSF behind it. This also gonna go fall down behind the UP, behind the other BNSF. So
Help the yard out here.
Man, it is jacked up over there.
we're kind of playing. I'm not dispatcher, but I'm trying to help play damage control.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to see what I can get run into.
And when Greg says things are messed up, you can take that to the bank, because he's the best dispatcher we got.
All hail Greg. All hail Greg.
Man. Yeah, I think I know.
Kevin, doing it again.
Yeah, I think I know. what
Yeah, I
I'm
kept
about to
pushing the
do.
brake and didn't realize I'm hitting the throttle up button. I realized, why is this train not slowing down? Oh.
I hit all the buttons, aside from putting into emergency.
Yeah.
This is about to make me smoke a cigarette, and I don't even smoke.
Oh, jeez.
I got 6,000-foot train for PSP. That's already a freaking Barstow. I went down the wrong line.
You said for PHP,
Palmdale, PSP.
PSP. Okay.
Oh. Let's get that short little stack thing home.
User entered your channel.
I'm gonna stop it. Once you relinquish, I'm gonna copy it, pick it up. I'm gonna drop on the right line, the branch line, so I can go down to Palmdale. That's where it should be going, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
Been there, Greg.
Yes, sir.
I know you got one lined up coming through B in Bakersfield now. Am I okay to spawn in on? I guess that would be main 2. Over.
Yeah, you can go ahead and spawn it in.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Alright, that train on the right track. SWA, does that go through? Where's it go through for that one?
Swanton, California. I think that's what that is.
And that goes down the past Barstow on the UP line or the BNSF line?
Hold on a minute.
What's the train symbol?
It's CRI SWA 9.
Yeah, it goes on the NSL.
And that goes down the Fresno UP or the Fresno BNSF?
Fresno be in. Being this self-dispatcher answering Bakersfield radio over.
Yeah, afternoon dispatch. BNSF 9162 outbound crews on this stack LPC OIG ready to head them west.
All right, BNSF 9162. Let's go to the indication at Kern Junction over.
We're going the other way there, Greg. Headed towards Bakersfield side.
All right, you're going following one for right. Now I'm gonna throw them in the owner and I'll let you get past them over.
All right, understand. Following one out.
That's correct. Then I'm gonna cross you over from 2 to 1. They can go beings over.
2 to 1 to Gomez. All right, thanks for the heads up, dispatch.
Copy that, BNSF Bakersfield dispatcher.
Greg, if possible, can you give NS 1134 the clean outlook at the first one?
Yeah, he's just not moving now.
Yep, I just moved him from where he was, so he's down here, so try and get things kind of around some of this craziness.
All right, appreciate that.
User entered your channel.
LPC is
Logistics Park, Chicago. That goes over Needles. Out to Slick. Brittany!
Hello, hello.
USV, that goes that needle sub.
USV Uniform Sierra Picker.
It's sitting in, so on the main 2 with the stop signal.
Yeah, dropped it because I was trying to get those 2 Z trains off of Mojave.
No problem. I'm just kind of cutting and like going to them, cutting them up, and moving them past the congested areas so that they can continue on while we try and sort out the other craziness.
Okay.
I'm trying to see where it needs to go to, so I can hop to it, pick it, drop it on in its new spot, and let it go again.
Yeah, that goes on over to the Yermo sub over. He's gonna go over at Daggett. I mean, I can really get him moving because those Z trains are gonna be a minute. I can really get those off anyway.
Hey, Greg.
Go ahead, Drew.
Just seen it the other night. I made a nice, or I put a huge train on LAJ.
Talking about that 10,000 footer that came in last night.
Oh yeah. That was me from work all the industries in LAJ.
Yeah, I was wondering where it came from.
And La Mirada too. I work La Mirada now.
Copy. You in Barstow now, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm working Barstow right now because it's really bad right now because there's trains like everywhere waiting to come in.
Yeah, it's like 3 of them inside. It's over on Mojave right now.
Yeah, and someone actually messed up that one time because
That was a disaster this morning.
yeah, me and Justin had a horrible morning already.
What happened? I get
Oh.
off and all I see is messages, everyone complaining.
Quote unquote train wreck.
Polo had
Yeah, it
route.
was a train wreck.
TLB, where's that at?
I don't know.
Where do you see that tag TLB?
In Bakersfield, UP 75, 72.
Oh, that's going to lunch.
And Long Beach is down the Anistel sub.
Goes on, hold on, give me a minute.
The Palmdale cutoff.
Palmdale, yes, goes on the Palmdale cutoff, goes to Cajon sub, and goes, what way is it? Goes on to the Alhambra sub. Trying to think for that name for a second. Oh boy, there's a Oro Grande train that's in, on San Bernardino sub.
No, Greg, you cannot leave.
He's going to the decompression room.
GC's not answering me.
Ooh, I found me a toy.
User joined your channel.
Curious, what's the tag for power move?
D as in Delta. Where are you doing a power move to?
Nah, I got the Apache helper sitting here at Summit. So
Oh no, that's a K. Helper sensor K is in kilo.
yeah, it's sitting up here at Summit. I'm just saying if I can move it, if it needs to get moved somewhere else.
It's in the pocket track, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sitting here on the siding, right by the signal before the switch.
It's out of the way. I don't really know where we need to move it.
I would figure bring it back to a yard so you can run it back to shove it into Kern in the yard for power, for UP power. Or at least move it up to the yard at Mojave.
Hey, Drew.
Oh.
Are you going to push R6?
R6?
Yeah, it's R5. I got to look at it.
Shrub R5.
All right, give me a moment. I want to move the head of the engines off of R4 up a little bit, and then I'm going to get them out of your way. So give me just a moment before you start pushing.
Take as much time as you want. I have to do like schoolwork as I'm doing this, so.
So what would be a K to Mojave?
What?
So what would be a power move to Mojave be tagged to K what?
We don't run light power moves. If you want it to go to Mojave, I don't know. You have to send it on a Barstow train. If it's that big a deal, just move it. I had pushed a train up the hill with that stuff yesterday and left it in the helper pocket at the top of the hill.
Wait, who wants to move the power?
Encrypted electric power.
If it's not in the way, let's just leave it where it is. There's no real reason to mess with it. I think that was what Justin had originally said. I'm just reiterating, because I agree with him. Unless you want to use it as power and, you know, put it on a train and take it as helper power.
Right.
I guess you could do that.
Is it? I'm just trying to figure out because I'm used to seeing helpers as DPUs put on certain things. Just like usually the helpers that will run to the summit and they'll run back down and they'll stage again for the next train. I'm just kind of curious is if it needs to be ran down to be ready for the next one, or is it just gonna coast down? They're just gonna wait for the next train to stop at Summit to hook up there.
Where's the power sitting right now? In the pocket at Summit?
Yep.
We always have power up there, it seems like. I mean, I don't really see why we need to move it, but...
I think the power in that pocket occasionally is just with trains that don't have enough dynamic braking. Will add power at Summit. I don't know if they still do that, but that's how they did it years ago.
Yeah. So that'd be like if I came through with an SP tunnel motor, like 5 SP tunnel motors, and need like extra power, bring an SP train up there with a smaller engine, pretty much, right?
Well, I was looking at the train tracker, and yesterday they ran a KSPD SPD up to the Summit, and it put away the helper tracks, and they probably weren't using tunnel motors on that.
Ooh, my TV came in.
Yeah. Looks like everyone's in the yard helping out today.
Emergency, emergency, emergency. 9162 is an emergency.
All right, dispatch, 9162 in emergency. What milepost are you getting? Is your air recovering?
Well, we're running on a clear. Come up to the approach to Una, and we've got all red here.
All right, you at intermediate signal or the control point over?
No, it's milepost 894.1.
All right, 894.1 there. All right, is your air recovering over?
We're still coming to a stop. We just slid by the red.
All right, understand.
That's kind of weird. I don't know why we had to back at Lopez or whatever that is back here.
At least it wasn't intermediate.
That's a Raj.
I noticed that too. I did that exact same, almost into Chris.
Yeah, something else that's not right is you'll get a. Hold on, I got it wrote down. I think you get like a double bubble to a 50-mile-an-hour crossover there too. I'll let you know about that.
You had it clear there at Lopez.
Yeah, that's what my little PTC thing was showing. And it was green when I went by it. Yeah.
Huh. I thought they fixed that.
Airedale, are you in the yard for Barstow? Airedale, you got anything for me to do in the yard? I got a GP40. It got real quiet in here.
Yeah, it did. BNSF Bakersfield dispatch answer over.
Yeah, dispatch, BNSF 9162 west here. Train was in emergency, just like the report. The air is coming up on the rear. We're going to be proceeding per rule since we get the air back going.
All right, I understand this. 9162, your airhead is recovering. You will proceed per rule once you get your air fully recovered there. Over.
That is all correct, dispatch.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Intercept dispatcher out. You'll probably be going into the. You're probably going to the side of either Wasco or Shafter.
Wasco or Shafter, roger.
Alright, thank you, Intercept Bakersfield dispatcher out.
User left your channel.
I've never eaten Popeyes.
You see it all the time. I haven't had it in a while.
Those Jeeps are quick.
Popeye's regional manager during the network.
Which subdivision has a big UP yard in it?
Cajon,
Which one?
Alhambra.
around here. But you get that on the Cajon map.
So Cajon, copy.
User entered your channel. User left your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
True.
joined your channel.
BNSF Barstow dispatcher answering over.
Yeah, NS 7624. Can we have self departure 4 line for us here? Over.
All right, on the west end or the east end, over.
West end.
All right, there you go.
Roger, thank you. Are you controlling Barstow's departure and receiving, or no?
As far as the treks in the yard, no, you guys can control those. But as far as inbounds and outbounds, y'all control the main line switches.
All right, Roger, thank you.
All right, no problem.
Here I was putting SF 7539, making my way over to the ready shed.
BNSF Bakersfield dispatcher answering over.
Yeah, dispatcher 9162, whatever siding you sent us. Don't need to give us a light out to West End just yet. You'll have to be away from the computer. We'll stop for a few minutes.
All right, I understand you're gonna be sitting inside in that Wesco for a few minutes, and yeah, you'll be meeting that Q train there. Over.
Okay, understand me. Great, appreciate it. Dispatcher 9162, West End.
All set there, Airedale?
Who's running 7624? DNS.
7624, go ahead, over.
I'm wondering who's running the 7624.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Dispatcher, answer over.
User entered your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Who's running the motive power in the yard right now? Big long motive train. The power move.
In Barstow?
Yep.
Well, I've got one coming off of the R11.
The big long one, pretty much.
Oh, that's pretty long.
Yeah, I'm running a short one. I'm running the short one coming down to put in the over in the ready sheds. I just want to make sure how far down you're going. If I need to stop and let you clear first, or I can keep rolling.
No, you can go ahead and keep going. I'll be out of your way here in just a second.
I just got to clear this one switch down here. I'll be on the R11 once once they just kick that into the shed, I'll be done. And then once I have that, I'm gonna get going for the night. Go to work, go in early, get some help. Barstow, you go, BSS 7526, what track you want us on? We're in the sheds. Never mind, I got you. Curious question, how do you get a bird's eye view of this?
Shift F12. Marker's hanging there, Tyler. Highball.
Okay.
Outpost.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
They're great.
Yeah, what's up, Tyler?
I gotta go to Delta, or AI that's right there at Wasco. Going east.
Alrighty, I guess you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you as well.
User left your channel.
Dispatcher answering over.
User joined your channel.
Barstow, your dispatch.
BSF Barstow dispatch answer over.
Yeah, we're gonna have one coming out of South Departure 4 for San Diego when you're ready.
All right, copy that. I get it out once I get that stack train moving right there on the main there. Over.
Roger, we can send it.
All right, thank you, BSF dispatcher.
User disconnected from your channel.
Well, that was close. The NS one went on the wrong track. Right, the NS is sitting ready on the northbound parts of your line by the signal.
All right, yeah, that train should be on the move in a second because that Z train is starting to get out that block.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know because AI'd coming up the line. I was looking at did he come through the points just to double check the ground points or check them? Nope. It's like, let's get down the road track. Like, okay, I saved it.
Now you said it's on the north departure track.
It's on the north departure feed track right before the crossovers.
Okay.
It's out that signal that's sitting there, so just waiting for you.
Alrighty, copy that.
I'm like a drone that flies around and saves air trains right now.
Wrong button there. Hold on a minute. Pound. Oh wait, I want to be at channel 32 actually. Wait, seriously. I was doing my hobby.
So the Humvee itself is
stuff.
fully. Go, Greg.
Hey, step up 1 second. Bid us Mojave dispatcher answering over.
Yeah, this is 7389. Looking to eventually get signals to go to Barstow.
All right, I got a unit train just came out of the siding at Hinkley. You have to wait on just that one train. And stand by 1 second. Yeah, you wait on that one unit train. I'm gonna have to be right back in the siding at Hinkley to wait on the vehicle train, and then I'll get you onto the yard. Over.
I'll be fine. 10-4.
All right, copy that. Been a Mojave dispatcher out.
BNSF 7389 out.
So the hump yard is completely fully automatic.
As long as you turn on the hump roller.
Where's the hump controller at?
You go up to the hump yard lead and press Control F6. It'll pull up the hump menu. And then pull configuration from host, and then select the first one, or the first hump option, and then enable hump controller.
I would recommend that you would go to our forum and read the Hump 101 article under support.
Yeah, okay. No, I was just curious. Like, I didn't know I thought the thing was just fully automated. Like, it sets up. You set up one time. That's pretty much how it works itself.
Do you have an interest in humping?
No. I'm just trying to learn a little bit more about what's going on, or like how the yard works a little bit. Just some of the cool tie-ins with this. And then the yellow sign at the bridge is where everything gets disconnected, right? That's the hill.
Yeah, where the yellow sign is.
So, down that way, there's a train coming.
User entered your channel.
We'll now pull this train and take it to the yard.
Barstow dispatcher to Barstow yard. Over.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a power tied down at Edwards. This GCFX 7178. Is it the Boron local power that you know of? Over?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, they should.
User disconnected from your channel.
Boron in one of those stub tracks that's kind of holding up a lot of my traffic.
Where is it?
It's in the siding at Edwards.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's like an engine and 4 cars. They're supposed to go to Boron sighting.
Okay, yeah, because I'm about to pull that train out of Boron and put it on another siding, probably at Hinkley or something. Once that other train's by.
So I just delete it now, or what?
User entered your channel.
I deleted and respawned it on the Y.
User entered your channel.
All right, cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no
User
problem.
disconnected from your channel.
The only thing they're missing now is the slack animation.
User entered your channel.
Sorry, that was my fault. I was going to take it, finish working that job, and pull it up to the world, but then I see all the traffic and all the going on at Barstow. Oh. Where this train is. Was that down here? Yeah. Ha ha ha. There it is. Coming to a train. Come up to a hot box soon. What do they have? A short train. Oh, I get it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Greg,
Yeah, what's up, girl?
That's not that bad. Long
my school's closed to May 4th.
Wow.
Damn, might as well be closed for the rest of the school season.
That's what we're doing, or I'm hoping they do.
Hey, this is
Damn.
your summertime. You can go back to school during the summer.
Yeah, that's only if we do.
Well, then they'll set you back 1 year and you'll have to repeat it.
Everyone's gonna have to repeat it.
No.
Well, unless you're homeschooled.
That or those, oh, that when they reopen out, they'll extend it to like July, and you'll go through school into August.
Yeah.
They're not having you do online work?
They
are,
do
but
online coursework.
they are, but it's I don't really know if it's getting graded or not.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
And Greg, my bad. The NS is on the south departure lead, not the north one.
All right, south departure, south departure. All right, copy that.
And you got BNSF 7467 and the inspection yard looking, just looking ready to go.
Alrighty, I'll get that one out behind the one coming up south departure.
So I just set my camera like very, very high in the sky, and all I gotta say is this looks freaking amazing from up here. there to just help out a little bit. There's a NS down in the yard that I shoved in there because it overpassed Barstow for sorting.
You're breaking up on my headset. Say that one more time, sir.
So there's an NS shoved in the old yard because it overshot Barstow. I caught it, I brought it back and dropped it in the old yard. People brought in for sorting.
Okay.
UP Mojave dispatcher answering over.
User joined your channel.
Hello guys.
Hey.
Fran isn't here yet. Alright, well, like I said, just a boat. Oh, that's your train.
Well, I just find out why you guys called the sorting yard the bowl.
You did.
I watched the one car start rolling one way, and I see it stop, then it rolls back the other way. It's like, oh, it's actually in a big divot.
Yeah, it's kind of shaped like a very shallow bowl.
Wait, it's rolling back to the hump?
Not a whole lot, like just like a little bit. Like if you push a ball against a little, if you put a ball in a pretty much like a divot, and you push it up against one side, it rolls back to the center of that divot. Same thing.
No, I know what you mean. I was just because if cars are rolling backwards in the hump, that's a problem. Or in the bowl, but it doesn't look that's the case.
No, they don't roll far. It's just that like this shift up the hill a little bit and they roll back to where they were.
Right.
That's pretty much all it was. They're not running quickly back towards the hump. They're just kind of like adjust and resettle.
Right. No, but if they do roll back, if you ever see cars rolling backwards more than a few inches, you need to try to stop them because that can lead to catastrophic failures.
And that leads to a whole entire server reset.
No, not necessarily. It just
Last save point.
no, it will. It could corrupt the server, and it might not necessarily crash it, but
It'd make for an interesting day then. I'm surprised this thing uses one thing it breaks.
what do you mean?
This is in most classification yards have like you have the one break point down the hill, and you have just like other ones at the different tracks to like coast it in.
Oh, it sips to it, just doesn't have it.
So just not visually.
Well, that's just a scenery asset. It actually doesn't serve any purpose in the sim.
No.
Except for making a squeaky noise. But if you look at like Westland, I think has all the retarders in.
I don't have the Colton sub.
$77.08. $77.08. I don't know what it is. Oh, there it is. I'm in no rush because unfortunately I don't go anywhere right now. But next thing is, if I look at my board here, Mojave sub. Okay, I'm coming out. I'm gonna probably go into Hinkley, but back to Barstow. We got one going out, and another one going in.
So an AI humps it, then another AI grabs it and puts it into a departure yard. Then locomotives come up from the shed or this over the surface area, hook to train, off they go.
Well, except the AI doesn't do any of that.
Oh, that's you ordering those two down there?
No, whoever's running the humps is an actual person, and then the trim job is a person as well.
Sometimes the trim job's a person. I run it with AI. Normally, I AI crew it and then try rehumping.
How do you do the trim job as an AI? AI can't go backwards.
But they can go forwards and take it forwards
Yeah.
until you stop the AI and then you manually back up with the in between.
Oh.
Yeah, me and Drew just told me how to do that, or told me about that, and yeah, it actually works pretty nice. You work both trim locomotive to pull out northbound and southbound trains at almost the same time, and push them back and help build trains and get them out faster.
Now do you see where I'm coming from, David?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If someone wants to run the job like as it, they could always do it. Doesn't matter.
Take that down. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Encrypted.
Yep.
Are you familiar with the Barstow Yard Information Board?
I've looked at it. I can bring it up.
No, you don't. I'm just asking if you're familiar with it. If you start trimming, I highly recommend that you utilize the information on the board and keep it up to date. It helps.
Oh, all right.
There's a wonderful video on the main page that tells you how the board operates too.
User in your channel timed out. User joined your channel. User entered your channel.
I just found a whole ton of industry off the yard, the UP yard area.
BNSF Bakersfield Terminal Dispatcher answering over.
Yeah, dispatcher, BNSF 9162 West. We're back on here, ready to hit them west when it's our turn. Over.
Are you going to see one eastbound? He's coming through Elmo now. Then it'll be signal indication over.
Okay, go see one. It'll be our turn. Thanks. 9162 West out.
I definitely need more freight cars. Would help a lot.
Those Run 8 boxcars get old after a while, don't they?
Well, for just running trains like from point to point along the line, they're okay. If I'm saying to try and work industry, yeah, kind of different story.
Oh, it's sailing smoothly from here, guys. And gals. Oh, should update this. I forgot to.
User joined your channel.
That's cute and funny. They did a really good job with this map, surprisingly. Usually, I expect this thing to be like, I know it's pretty good and in depth with what it is. I just didn't expect to have this much behind it.
User entered your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
BNSF detector milepost 766.0.
That's Ross.
User entered your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, the map here. So I'm going here. We got someone coming in. Northbound. In AI. Okay.
BNSF detector milepost 766.0. No defect.
HPT, HP. What's your total? Oh, I had this feeling on here. I didn't realize that. I really haven't paid much attention to it. One load, 62 empty.
BNSF Barstow dispatcher answering over.
BNSF 7467 Mojave, or Barstow over.
BNSF 7467 go ahead over.
Alright, here, new crews on board. We're here in the inspection yard, track 1. I see that we got the signal. We're ready to head out, over.
All right, understand. Outbound is on an inspection yard, ready to head west. You'll be seeing one at HUD. I gotta get him into the yard because he's running short on time. Over.
Roger, signal indication, ready to see one at HUD. Thank you, 7469.
Whoa. Ant,
Yes?
the train isn't going on the Mojave sub.
Oh, the train goes to a Cajon.
Yeah, it
Well,
goes to
I'm
OGD
stupid.
with
I am
Oro
so
Grande.
I am so stupid. Oh my gosh.
Don't say that.
That's true. What am I doing right now? Ugh.
That's the worst thing that happens today. We're in good shape.
The worst thing that happened today already happened.
Barstow needs everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of just like stacks.
Oh yeah, it was a cluster there, and Greg even saw it, and he actually finished it.
Yeah, that's gonna be my last time.
It took like 4 of us to get everything cleaned up.
Yeah, it did.
I was just moving trains to where they would need to go to, so they wouldn't be there, so I could have the areas kind of like not stacked up for waiting for Greg. And this is like, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna move these trains around so they're the right way, past the craziness, and that's gonna be it.
Why is there a train line running Longhood forward and going into Barstow?
I
Oh,
swear
they
I
just
have nothing to
came
do
out
with that.
of Newberry. All right, BNSF dispatcher, BNSF 7467. Can engineer comply with signal change and inspection yard over?
Yeah, engineer can comply with signal change.
All right, understand. I'm going to take this signal back. I'm going to line you up, cross you over to main 3, then go out main 1 at Valley Junction over.
Roger.
It doesn't sound. Dude, don't sound so happy anymore. Oh shit. You sound like a real train guy.
Trying to find those long hoods spoken of before I hop out.
It's at the Barstow Amtrak station.
User entered your channel.
Actually, I gotta slow down because I got 1.5 miles. I gotta slow down to 40 miles an hour anyways.
User disconnected from your channel.
right in front of me.
Okay, that's laziness and funniness at the same exact time I just found.
Ricky, what's Ricky doing?
I found a Bank of America building in Barstow, and all the wording's backwards.
That's probably for trademark.
No, it's I can't. Yeah, but yeah, I can't pronounce that.
BNSF Barstow dispatcher, BNSF 9162 over.
Yeah, 9162 dispatcher. We're gonna, sorry, take that signal away from me. You gave it. I gotta run out real quick. I'll be back after a bit.
Alrighty, I understand.
I'll just stay on it. There you go.
Alright, copy. Dispatcher out.
I'll see you guys after a bit.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah.
User
Yeah.
disconnected from your channel.
Would it be okay to get a custom train out of the UP Bakersfield yard sent to the other UP yard?
We'll be right back.
So take a train from BNSF Bakersfield to UP Bakersfield.
UP Bakersfield to Needles yard.
Well, Needles isn't a UP yard.
It's a BNSF yard.
I was just going to say that. UP didn't actually go any further east than Daggett.
So it'd be Bakersfield to the Yermo yard then.
Yeah.
All right, I'll think of something to do on Saturdays if I don't have anything fun to do.
Okay.
Well, what type of train are you wanting to take out there?
I would take an intermodal.
Oh, okay.
Just take a UP powered intermodal back it out of the yard at Bakersfield and run it that way. I mean, I would do more, but I don't have the other sections, so can't do as much as you guys can do with the other sections.
Hey, I have agreed.
Could always take a bear table train over there. They always need more bear tables in Yermo.
What's a bear table?
Empty wall cars.
Ew. I don't think I have those.
Oh yeah.
They come as default with the game, so you should.
Oh, okay. I'll just do a big old empty well car train out of there. Alright guys, I'll catch you later.
Have a good one.
Right, see ya.
User left your channel.
Where's Rob? Flashing yellow.
Are V-trains auto racks, or what are V-trains entirely?
V trains on the BNSF are auto racks. If it was on the UP, it would be an A train.
Alright, got it, thank you.
Does anybody need any BNSF power? We've got loads in Bakersfield. We don't really need it all. Maybe I can sell it on eBay.
Did you say you're gonna sell the power on eBay?
Yeah, why not? I've got loads here. Nobody seems to want it.
Not a bad idea. I know Barstow has a bunch of power right now, so I don't think they need any there. Maybe down in Los Angeles, they're always needing power down there.
Oh, okay, well, I've got a lot here. I've got some more power to pull off trains, so. I'm looking to go out. It's kind of strange. I'm looking to go out. I keep in the locals every day. Somebody keeps going down and pick the cars up, and then they sort of disappear after that.
All right, gentlemen, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, have a good one. Stay safe.
User disconnected from your channel.
Way back in a little bit.
User left your channel.
BNSF 7328, approach medium 769 main track, westbound BNSF 7328I.
Oh, we'll see what's going on. Excuse me. bunch of people went to the staff room. And a bunch of other people went AFK.
User joined your channel.
Stuff.
User entered your channel.
SJVR 46 to the Mojave dispatcher.
SJVR446. Go ahead, over.
Yeah, want to come off the Alvin branch and go back to BNSF Bakersfield. I'll look permission to operate the hand throws on South Track 1 and South Track 2 at Magundan.
All right, SJVR446. You have authority to enter UP main track on the south track between Quantico and Magundan and head northbound. Over.
Yeah, and still got permission to operate the hand throws on South Track 1 and South Track 2 at Magundan and proceed northbound.
Oops.
Yes, sir. That is all correct. Over.
Oops.
446 out.
Oops. I'm really much more into that. I don't know how far back I
SJVR 446 to Mojave Dispatcher.
If you're on 446, go ahead, over.
Yeah, all hands froze and aligned and locked on main 1 and main 2 at Macundon.
Alright, understand all switches handled on main 1, main 2 between McGundon. Our line locked back from main track, moving over.
Yeah, that's correct.
Alrighty, thank you, sir. UP dispatcher out. BNSF Barstow Terminal dispatcher answering over.
BNSF 7328, Mojave over.
BNSF 7328, go ahead, over.
Hey, we're gonna be, we're running out of time here. We're probably only gonna be able to make it here to CP Edwards, for a recrew.
Alright, understand. Going to be doing a crew swap at Edwards. I'll take that westbound signal down. You can go ahead and swap crews on the main there, over.
That's a Roger, thank you. 7328 out.
I have to go back to these engines again.
BNSF Mojave dispatcher answering over.
BNSF 7328, Mojave over.
BNSF 7328, go ahead, over.
Hey, not sure what's going on here with my air supply, but my horn, didn't really work for the crossing back there to keep blowing over. I think that we should reduce speed, over.
Alright, understand. Reduce the speed. You can't get your horn to work on that head end, over.
That's a Roger. We'll probably reduce down to around 35 over.
Alright, understand. Yeah, you can just only do the 35 over every grade crossing, but you can still maintain track speed there.
Alright, that's a Roger. We will do that. Thank you. 7328.
BNSF Bakersfield dispatcher SJVR 446 over.
Yeah, 446. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Will you be going into UP Bakersfield Yard or BNSF Bakersfield Yard over?
BNSF Bakersfield Yard.
All right, understand. I'll get you routed that way. And
Okay, thank you.
all right. Also, once you get on main one, whenever Q train clears, you do have permission to operate those hand throws. Main one, main two at the east yard leads across over to the yard over.
Yeah, understood. Got permission to operate the hand throws on main 1 and main 2, and main 2 into BNSF Bakersfield Yard. Understood.
All correct. It's a Bakersfield dispatcher.
446 out.
User joined your channel.
Awful quiet in here.
Justin.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep away.
Your guys' car wash is still open over there in Iowa, Adrian?
As of right now, I think.
They shut them all down today at 4 o'clock. Well, a minute.
Really?
Yeah, in Illinois. I was the last person through just now.
Just nuts here. Everyone knows their job. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like bring trains in, bring trains out.
BNSF Mojave dispatcher answered over.
BNSF 7328 Mojave over.
7328, go ahead over.
Alright, seems like our air supply is back up and working. We're requesting to get back up to track speed over.
Alright, understand. Got your horn back up to party and resuming track speed over.
Thank you. 7328 out.
Thank you, BNSF dispatcher.
You beeped at me.
BNSF 7328,
User
approach
disconnected from
medium
your channel.
793 main track, westbound BNSF 7328 out. How do you properly bail off when you're stretch braking?
So to hold down the independent, I mean, you're at or the key command. Is that what you're asking for?
Well, like, I guess, do you just press the bail off button when you power brake and that's it? Or is there any sort of way to do it properly?
You gotta actuate for, what is it, 5 seconds per locomotive, Adrian, or Dallas, either one of you.
4 for NS.
Is it 4? Okay.
I was gonna say, I think it's 4 for us as well.
Okay, yeah, 4 seconds per motor.
So does that mean that, like, that you do it for 4 seconds, or you wait 4 seconds, or what does that mean?
I don't.
Per rule, after you actuate, you're supposed to hold it. You say you got 4 engines in your consist, so you're supposed to actuate for 4, 8, 12, 16 seconds in total. But yeah, I don't. I just normally actuate. I don't know. It just kind of second nature. I normally just actuate until the exhaust stops or something like that.
Yeah, there's sometimes I forget I'm holding it down.
I'm the same way. I reset the motor by actuating a lot, actually.
You can reset the loader that way.
Yeah, if you actuate on the electronic brake valves, it will. But, I mean, like the SD40s and stuff won't reset.
Right. Huh. Guess I never tried that.
So basically, what you're saying is you can just hold down the keybind until the exhaust stops.
Yeah, that's good. Good
Just
thing.
make sure you don't have any brake cylinder pressure in there.
Right.
I imagine you know how to look at that, right?
Yeah, of course.
SJ, SVJR 446 to Mojave Dispatcher.
Yeah, go ahead. SJVR 446 over.
Yeah, I've now got my power back in BNSF Bakersfield Yard. All hand throws from main 1 to main 2, main 2 into BNSF Bakersfield Yard, lined and locked for mainline use.
All right, understand SJVR 446 switches line lock back for main track, moving on main 1, main 2, between East BNSF Bakersfield Yard and Kern Junction, over.
Yeah, that's correct. 446 out.
All right, thank you, BNSF Dispatcher out.
BNSF 7328 approach CP Bedwards main track, westbound BNSF 7328 out.
Oh, the mobility app's down for maintenance. That's a shocker.
Doesn't matter for me.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that you're furloughed.
I don't care.
Ooh.
I'm just giving you crap, Justin.
I know.
Today we're having a LAC North Bay with taking some foreign power up there, I guess.
Beautiful.
So, I don't know. Let's see what's
Except
going
they're
on
all
now.
isolated, which sucks, but
I seen all them motors on there. I'm like, my word. He ain't gonna stall on no hill today.
nope. And we got two NSs, the CSX, those are all isolated. And then the 5th and 6th BN motor, the dynos are cut out on it.
That's good. I really don't know. Probably let's end this session right now. But I don't know. I'm gonna go back when we arrive. It's sitting in there long. Then the main I will. Right. So direction I have it ready on, but I'm not. going on here? There's that one. I'll have to look up on my map. What was I in? Okay. I'm on the Nita sub. That was West Asheville. Alright, so that was, I can't say the name. Lula. The next area we have here is going to be so my understanding this is East Pershgar and West Pershgar, where you have a push of a crossover, you have a little stub track, another crossover, and a little siding. I mean, that's the main line. I mean, not bad siding. Then we start at 1% grade.
Did the server just crash?
Not to my knowledge.
Not bad, no.
Mine's working just fine.
Then it must be me. My train just broke. Yeah, nothing's working in my cab. I don't know what's going on.
Shut your gen fuel down somehow.
No, it's not letting me set any air. Like I'm pushing the button for it, but nothing is happening.
This is Hector, I think it's called.
Alright, whatever.
And the next area is on a crossover, it's called Troy. There's another train. There's another train for 3. Yep, so here's Troy. Now we come up to East Barry and coming up to East Barry now. But this first track here is for RHEs, then NEWs for, and then ENTs are the one down. And then that's on the left, and on the right is water. Well, that's kind of weird. These are 116, channel 116, or 1161, but they're in the right spot. They're, I said this is for that, an RHE, pretty sure. Let's see. Well, okay. Well, that's kind of weird. Huh. Because on my map, it's RHEs, they're ELS. ELEs. Huh, that is interesting. Well, nothing's changed with those. This guy just did them today, so. Or somebody did them. These. Southern platform. Oh, okay. Oh, this is just a transfer thing, okay. That has ENT on them, so. Oh, see, these all could have gone out. Then this goes all the way up to, back to Mojave, back to the main yard.
BNSF dispatch answering over.
Dispatcher, BNSF 9237 East. Here at Atwood Junction. Vehicle blue, or SPD blue, we're ready to go whenever it's our turn over.
Well, let's just do something. Wait, I didn't mean to hit that button. Where is people? Where are people? What are people doing? Alright, so let's take a look at.
Alright, what's your engine number again? They're over.
BNSF 9237, they're over.
Alrighty, let's go. Signal indications, over.
Signal indication. All right, thank you, sir. BNSF 9237 East End.
Hey Justin, out of curiosity, do you have a train symbol for your train?
Yeah, is it not showing one?
Yeah, it just says none on my screen. I could be lagging though.
Mine does have it.
Alright, Anthony.
Man, he's after you again, Justin.
What's that?
It's on your ass again.
Come on, man, get it together.
No, I'm sorry. I was just making sure. I'm sorry. Never mind.
I'm just giving you crap, man.
No, he is right. My game. David pointed that out to me here. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. It sometimes doesn't show my train symbol. So I think it's something to do on my end. That might be because my internet's slow.
Gotcha.
Now, can you guys see it? It's showing up on my end.
Yeah, we got it.
San Diego, yeah, okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to just let you know in case you forgot. Or well,
I'm
I don't
just
think you
giving
did
you
that.
crap, man.
You're fine, Anthony.
BNSF dispatcher, BNSF 9237 over.
Come in, dispatcher.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let me get one by you in
I
each
didn't realize
direction,
this
and
is
then
something
it'll be
that's
your turn.
really
Over.
interesting.
Eastbound or westbound, or then our turn. All right, we'll be standing by.
Yeah, that's correct. BNSF dispatcher out.
BNSF 1865 to the Mojave or Bakersfield dispatcher over.
1865. Go ahead, over.
Hey, we're on the industrial track here at CP Jastrow, looking for permission to open up the hand throw here. On main 2 to head to CP Caliente over.
Oh, where the heck are you anyway?
All right, BNSF 1865. You have authority to enter BNSF main track number 2 TWO at Jastrow, between Jastrow and Gomez for a southbound move. Over.
I'm sorry there, Bakersfield. Can you repeat that over?
Hey, say that again. Over.
Sorry, no. I asked if you could please repeat that. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, sure thing. No problem. 1865. You have authority to enter BNSF main track number 2, Jastrow and Gomez for a southbound move. Over.
All right, Roger. BNSF 1865 has permission to open up hand throws between CP Jastrow and CP Lopez on main 2 to head southbound. All right, thank you. We'll let you know when I'll switch your alarm like normal. Over.
All right, understand. I'll be on standby. BNSF Bakersfield dispatcher out.
Kevin,
Yeah.
if you see me pulling these cars over the hump and whatever, I'm actually attaching all these ballast hoppers to 103 right now, so don't worry if you think I'm AFK.
All right, I'm just looking on the map and confused.
Roger.
I just see Anthony in a work truck.
User joined your channel.
Something I didn't know that they had on here.
Hello, I've returned.
Hi, David.
Hello, Justin.
Anthony, that sounds weird. You having a bell and a horn going off. I've never seen this before. Like this. It sounds a truck. It does sound like a truck. What the heck?
BNSF 1865 to the Bakersfield dispatcher. Over.
He's in Bakersfield somewhere.
Yeah, 1865. Go ahead. Over.
Hey, just so you know, all hand throw switches here between CP Jastrow and CP Lopez are all line like normal here on main 2. Over.
All right, understand. 1865. You do verify switches on main 2 TWO between Jastrow and Gomez. Line lock back for main track number 2. Moving over.
All right, thank you there. 1865 out.
Just to take a look at something. I have never looked. I mean, I have done it. Caboose, 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 caboose. 4. Ah, I never knew that you could do that. That's something that you could be done. This high rail truck. Jeez. Learn something new every single day. Yeah, actually, it'll be therefore put the high rail truck and connect into the point to stop down the high rail truck. That's gonna be more than anything. You know. Just cruising along. $30 miles an hour? I gotta get rid of those markings off. I'll jump over to this Clifton area. I haven't want to take a look. Was I driving that or what? That's an AI. Alright, there's the train. Holy snakies. That's a huge ass. Let's get a better view of that. Okay. There we go, guys. Train starts, train ends. Huh. Wow, this is gonna be. Eventually, I might learn how to do all this stuff up here. Well, I'm gonna get going here, guys. So.